Jurors in the Patrick Frazee trial have a lot to think about before court resumes tomorrow, namely weighing a massive amount of circumstantial evidence against thin physical proof. Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski has been following this case since the moment we learned Kelsey Barrett was missing. Jen's back now with a look at where we stand tonight. Also, let's look ahead to what is still to come. Jennifer.
Shannon, 6 days into Patrick Frazee's murder trial, witnesses have described horrific and dramatic details. Tonight, we're getting insight from a Denver defense attorney watching this case closely. He's breaking down the evidence he believes this entire case hinges on.
The case is moving pretty quickly.
As prosecutors call witness after witness in this Teller County courtroom, criminal defense attorney David Beller says the evidence is mounting against Patrick Frazee.
They've uncovered a lot of really damning corroborating information, damning for Mr. Frazee.
The rancher is accused of viciously killing his fiancée and mother of his child, Kelsey Barrett. Beller says a new witness who testified Friday isn't helping Frazee's defense.
So a jury is really going to look at all of Frazee's conduct.
Longtime friend Joseph Moore told jurors Frazee told him, "I figured out a way to kill her."
At least as the government has painted it, is cold-hearted and is not consistent with somebody who's innocent.
Despite this new bombshell in court, Beller believes a guilty verdict still hinges solely on former lover and Idaho rodeo queen Crystal Lee Kenny's testimony.
Mr. Frazee's murder trial really turns on the testimony of Miss Kenny.
Kenny only agreed to testify after cutting a plea deal, a fact Beller says will make any jury suspicious of her.
The question here is, they may not like her, but is she believable? Is her story to be believed?
Kenny testified Frazee beat Barrett to death in her Woodland Park condo and then burned her body. But Kenny isn't innocent either. She's admitted to helping Frazee clean up the bloody crime scene and ditch Barrett's phone.
Such a phenomenally good offer in the grand scheme of the entire case is an indication that they really needed her testimony.
Beller says the state is doing a good job corroborating Kenny's story with other circumstantial evidence. Evidence like cell phone records and surveillance video.
Those cell phone records don't turn on her testimony. The movement of the totes don't turn on her testimony.
He says what will be even more telling is when the defense begins laying out its case and whether they have their own theory about what happened to Barrett.
There's nothing that requires the defense to present their own theory, but certainly a jury, in order to find him not guilty, is going to be looking for one.
Quite the insight into this case. Now the defense will get its chance to question Frazee's friend first thing Tuesday. How Frazee explained what happened or why is still such a wild card. His attorneys could choose not to call a single witness and go with the state didn't prove their case argument, or they could outline what happened. We expect the defense to start making its case later this week. Shannon?
All right, Jennifer Kovaleski in the newsroom, thank you once again for your work on this story.